Today I'm going to show you how I made this cute Rapunzel apron. It takes about 2 hours and costs about $5. It's super simple and it's great because it fits all ages and it grows with your child. So let's show you how I did it. So the only part that you're going to need to make a pattern is for the bodice piece, and all the rest of the pieces of this dress or apron is just simple rectangles that you measure out. So all I did for the bodice was create a 5-inch wide by 10-inch long rectangle. For the center part of the bodice, I gave it a slight angle, and then I measured from the sides in 2 inches for the centerpiece and 3 inches for the outer piece, which will be purple. I cut those pieces out and I retraced them onto a new piece of paper so that I could add a 1/2 inch seam allowance for both. And then I made sure to label them so I remembered what color I needed it to be and where to attach and where the center fold needed to be. Now the pink one is going to be cut on the fold, but the purple one will just be 4 separate pieces that I will cut out, which you see here. I also have 2 4x24-inch waist ties, 2 2x18-inch neck ties, 2 11x17 purple skirts, 1 15x17 pink skirt, and my 2 center bodices and 4 side bodice pieces. This is everything you need except for any trims or embellishments that you may want to add to it to give it a little extra character. For my apron, I decided to add these cross ties using a silver trim just to give it that corset look. The first step after that is just sewing these purple side pieces to the center pink pieces for both the front and back parts of the bodice. And then after that, you are also going to sew together your neck straps so that they have no raw edges exposed, and you will put those in between your 2 pieces of your bodices, sandwiched in between. You can see here I also added a little bit of lace trim just to give it an extra little bit of detail, but you are going to just sew around the edges of the bodice and the top part of the bodice, leaving the bottom raw. And here you have a choice. You can either add your waist ties now and have them sandwiched in between just like your neckties, or you can wait until the end and add them last. I decided to wait until the end just because it would give me more room to put in my skirt piece. Now, when you do your skirt piece, what I did was I sewed my pieces together and then I decided to do a French seam. So I folded my fabric back and I sewed another seam along the original seam, encasing my original seam. That way you have no raw edges exposed. Since this is an apron, you want to have as many raw edges as you can be hidden, and so that is what I did. And now simply I just gathered the top edge of my skirt and I am going to insert this into my bodice. So to make this as easy as possible, I went ahead and attached the front part of the bodice to the skirt first, and I just lined up my pink pieces and my purple pieces to each other, sewed along the front, and then I flipped my bodice back, and on the back side of my bodice, after I sewed the front side, I just folded it under. As you can see here, I'm just going to fold it under and then line it up with the skirt and sew along that back edge, and then you're pretty much done. You just need to add waist ties if you didn't do that earlier, and when you do your waist ties again, just encase all of your raw seams and attach them. And this is the simplest little apron. I hope you guys try it. It's super cute and super cheap to make. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.